Good morning, students. So this is Alan Sir here, and here I am starting a new chapter, function or methods. So first, what do you understand by function? A function is a set of executable Java statements which perform a specific task. Another name of function is called a subprogram, subroutine, methods. So the main point is here why we are using the functions in programming. So there are the following advantages of the function that by using we are using a functions in our programming. Number first, using a function your program code will be reduced. So the first point is a reduced program complexity. Second one code we can repeat it anywhere without writing another time. So second is a reuse of code, and third one is hide low level details. Now the first definition is a function prototype. So what is the meaning of the function prototype? First line of every function is first line of every function definition is called a function prototype, which represent return type, function name, and parameter list. And the syntax of the function prototype is access specifier, modifier, return type, function name, and parameter list. Return type and function name is a compulsory in function, rest of the part is optional. So here one of the example which contains all these things: public, static, void, main, string, args. So public is a access specifier, static is a modifier, void is a return type, main is the name of the function, and string args is a parameters. Now the next thing is a function signature. So it is a part of function prototype which represent number of parameters and their type. So function signatures will be only when there will be a parameters in a function. And the next is a function definition. So complete description or complete details of a function including a function prototype is called a function definition. So let's understand all these with the help of one example. This is the one of the function void sum. There is the parameter integer a comma integer v, and this is the definition of that. We have to calculate the sum of two numbers. So this total function is called a function definition, where is the first line in the rectangular shape void sum integer a comma integer v. This is the function prototype, and inside the parenthesis there is the parameter. So this is called a function signature. So first line of function definition is called a function prototype. If there is a parameter, that is called a function signature, which represent a number of parameters. So here is the number of parameters is the 2, and the type of that is the integer type. Now the next topic is the actual parameters. So the parameter which is used in function calling or function invoking statement is called the actual parameters. In these no data type will be used. And the formal parameter, the parameter which is used in function definition is called a formal parameters. In this data type are used. Now see this example class demo. Here is the function void sum integer a comma integer v. So this is definition of sum function. So here a and v and data type is here. So these are called the formal parameter. And there's the another function void test integer a1 comma integer v1. We are making here the calling function. So first you have to create an object of the class demo obj equal new demo. So this is the statement for creating the object, and we are calling a function obj.sum passing the parameter a1 b1. So this is the calling statement or invoking statement. So in this a1 and b1 are the actual parameters. Now the next topic is a return statement. So what is the use of the return statement in a function? So if the function return type is not a void, that means function will return a value, or if the function return type is a void, means function does not return a value. So there are the two major things which is used in return type. Number first is a return a value from a function, and second is a immediately exit from a function when return statement is executed. So these are two uses of return statement. And the use of the void, function does not return any value. Now the types of the functions. So Java provide the three types of functions. Number first is computational function, second is manipulative function, and third is procedural function. As the name is suggests, computational, so these functions perform some calculations and return the calculated results, such as the example is the mat.pow and mat.sqrt. So these are the functions that return the answer. Most of the inbuilt functions are the computational function. This is the manipulative function. This will also return a value, but this will not return the calculated value. These functions will return a success and failure code depend on the comparison in a function. Example of this is the compare to and equals. And the last function is a procedural function. These are the function basically used for input and output statement, and these function does not return any value, so the return type of these functions is a void. Example is a void input, void output, void sum, etc.